Welcome back, folks. This is lesson 57. And I thought we did that rainy sky on the last occasion, and this time I want to do an evening sky, a peaceful evening sky. And it's I've sketched it out. It's a place about a mile from my home. It's our beach, if you like, and the sun's setting, and it's a place where we can see the sunrise and the sunset. We're very fortunate there because it's on a bump, if you like, and we get both of the sunrise and the sunsets, and that's gorgeous. And we got a pier and all that, but this is a shot towards the west as the sun is setting. The colours are on screen, and I'll put your sketch up, of course, on this just to start with. And it's a sky picture, but I want to sort of depict our little town as well, Cromer. So we've got, there's the colours and all that. I'll move them now. And these are hills across Cromer there, and then these are groins which go out to the sea. There's one there and one behind it slightly. It's very tight out there, and then some wet beach area here with some pebbles and all that on the beach, some flint. We're going to get a lot of flint around here. So that's it, and so it's mainly a sky picture, but we'll use the picture, use the piece of paper to paint a picture. That's what we'll do. That's the best way. So first thing I want to do, I've said the colours there. You've seen them. I just want to wet it because it's got to be wet, this, to start with. We can blend the colours then. I love this little brush. And the paper I use is gorgeous. It's called Saunders Waterford, and this particular piece I'm using is a 200-pound or 400-gram piece. And what I like about it is I can throw water at it, and it doesn't buckle, and it doesn't want stretching or anything like that, which is a pain in the backside. Excuse my French. Having to stretch it and all that. I like painting, not stretching. So we're all set for this one, aren't we? And first thing I want to do, I want to start where the sky is at the base there, just to put a bit of I'll draw that up a bit around here. I don't want it to bleed too much into that. Yes, I want the bottom of that sky to be on its way to the first colour. We'll put some raw sienna in the sky first. That's the sun that's gone, if you like. But I like that. Let's get this in here. I like this where the sun's gone. It's a calm picture, this. Leave that now. And I want to put in some, I want to keep that clean about there. I want to put in some, the sun's gone, we get this colour down here. This is some alizarin crimson and French ultramarine. Could do with it being a bit thicker, I think, but we'll see how we go. Just a bit thicker. I want it to be quite strong there. Yeah. Across there, across the hill there. The sun's set, really. Try and keep up my hills there. I would like it even a bit thicker than that, if I can. Let's test it there. Yeah, that's better. And this colour also, so you should get like streaks in the sky like this. A little bit. I'm working a bit wet here. It's too wet actually. I'll take some of that out. And little flicks of this into here. Try and keep off that hillside a bit. And off this bottom bit here. A bit more tissue. I'm losing the battle here. See, we don't win them all, folks. We don't win them all. I'm going to try and rescue it. I'll beat it, don't you worry. I'll beat it in the end. Now across there as well is into this sky is the alizarin crimson comes into it as well. So I want that to show. Just a bit there. And then the sienna, I want the sienna a bit stronger in there. So I'll mix some sienna into that. Because that's where the sun's setting. Like strips of colour they are. It's just lovely to see. Put a touch of pinky stuff in this as it blends with it. Of course, some of these colours will be in the front here as well, won't they? Don't forget that. These colours in the sky will be reflected in this here. Put a bit more of that red in there as well, alizarin, I should say. It comes into this sky there. You're trying to sort of nearly mirror it, or what's in the sky. You're going to get on the. This is where the sea's coming in. It sees up to about here, so you're going to get these colours that's up above reflecting in the water as well. Right now, that top bit of sky, that's where the sky starts losing its colour, and then just goes into like a bluey effect on the top here, like this. Because the dark is coming. love doing skies, you know. I love doing them. Some work and some don't work. But yeah, that's part of the game. That's what's fun about watercolours. You try your best and hopefully get a good one. And that's just what it's all about, folks. Just enjoy yourself. That's it. I don't want any more. Just dry that off a bit. That's okay. I've got that nice dark there, which is what I want. And I'll pick some of that up as it's going. As it's drying a bit, I'm going to put a bit more of this stuff into that there, because you get little flecks of waves, not waves, clouds, as the sky sort of spreads. It's going to spread across here like this, look. A little bit more bits of dark. And it just gives a bit more interest to your sky. The area is still very wet, but so I'm putting this on quite strong, so it'll stay where it is. That's it. Want some little flecks up here. A long streaky one just here would be nice. Just like that. It's an angled sky, so in this angle it's going to be a bit more dramatic. Which, if your sky is dramatic, well, that's lovely. Enjoy it. Right, if I go any more, I'm fiddling, so I'm going to dry that off now, let it dry for a while, and then we'll come back to it and start doing the actual cliffs and the groins and stuff like that. Right, I think I'll put some detail onto these cliffs now, and using the same colours. I'm going to use that sky colour there to start with. Let's see if it's strong enough. No, it isn't. So I'm going to strengthen that sky colour and bring in the cliffs. This is the French ultramarine, the burnt umber, and less water. I want a strong mix, just so it doesn't go anywhere. And I think we'll slip in. I'll just put a touch in here and put in that distant hill first, or part of the cliffs, I should say. That's that one there. Down there. I don't want this too strong, because this is the back cliff. I want it to start to soften. Be behind the cliff in front of it. That makes sense, doesn't it? These groins, by the way, what they're there for is the tides and that moves the sand and all that all over the place, and it helps to keep the sand where it is and stops it moving right down the coast and that, and leaving it just like shingle, whatever we call it. So it's there for a purpose. And they're nice in your pictures anyway, so that suits me fine. Then we'll do the next one here, which is a bit stronger. We'll put this one in. It's quite strong, this. Down it comes. And of course it's in front of that one there. So you can see a slight difference in colour. You see it? Than that one. That's just what I want, because that's called in the business, if you like, aerial perspective. And you can get to linear perspective, which you can usually the shape of the hills and things like that to lead your eye to it, or the clouds to lead things to it. But the use of colour in strength and paler and that is what's called aerial perspective. That's coming down there. Like that. And then there's another one in front of that. So let's strengthen this up and put this foreground one in now. Make it a bit stronger. That's this one here. You can see the slightly different colour. It's not that far away, but it's distinguishing it from that back piece by making this one stronger. It's a low one, this. Starting to go down towards the groin to that. It's the number 6 brush I'm using. It's only a small one, but it's only a small picture, so as I say, remember, it's a sky painting. I want to start with there's some groins at the back there. I want to pop them in as well. This piece at the front is quite dark. So we'll darken it down even more. This piece here. You won't see it much, but it's slightly stronger than that what I've just done. Because there's not a lot of depth there. It's quite close to it, but it's slightly stronger. So I'm putting that slightly stronger bit in. It comes down the cliffs there and dapples down to the edge. Right. I'll leave that a while now, and then I'll concentrate on some of these groins in the distance. So let's get some of these in. I want a fine brush for this. There's probably a rigger to do that. Get a rigger. And these are sort of, it starts about here. I'm painting over the stems for the foreground one because it will cover it when I do that to be stronger tone. That's it. And we get little things sticking up on it like this. Don't know what they are. Don't ask me to explain what they are. I don't know. But it's all to do with these are stuck into the sands, and then them thick boards are put against it. And that holds the sand in place. That's the theory. Something like that, anyway. Now I'll paint the next growing in, which is bigger, obviously, because it's not bigger, it's the same size, but it's closer. So therefore it will appear to be bigger. I've got my brush. So let's pop this in. This will be quite strong because it's part of this front portion of it. And it comes down from here. Of course, the bottom of it, the waves lap it a little bit like that, so it's the top that's flat, like that. And out it goes. This one, and it goes out that far. It goes to the other side of the picture. Bottom part, leave it rough like, because the waves hit it. Now we're going to put some sticky up bits in this as well. So I think I'll use a rigger for that. These growing these are stuck up here. I'll stick it like that. Nice if it breaks the one after it, and also the skyline. It's a lovely place, this, by the way. I live here. I've lived here about 11 years now, and it's a joy. I mean, I've travelled the world many times, and people ask me, where's my favourite place? And I say the UK, but then I bring it further closer to that, and I say Cromer. It's such a joy, it is, it really is. I'll just bring that up a bit there. Get that growing right. One about here. And then another one just there. That should set it right. Put a bit stronger. So we're making lots of colours. This is all part of what we've used and our regular numbers. Right, we get in there. Now, before I go any further, I think I might just try and put a bit more glow in that sky. It's gone a bit flat for me, I think. So let's liven it up a bit, shall we? I'm sure we can do it between us. This is watercolours, folks. Spray a bit of water in it. Let's see how we go. Let's introduce a bit more glow into that sky there. I like this. What have we got here? glow in the foreground. It's covered with sand, this wet sand. It's wet sand. It's sea up to here, and these are pieces of flint that's hanging about in the surf there. Now in the foreground here, there's I said flint, and that's how we got to depict that in there because it's set against the it's all sort of stuff which it's all over the beach at the top. It always seems to push it to the beach at the top, and we get piles of it, real piles of it when we get a bad storm. So let's pop some in, shall we? These are sort of the shape of things. But there's quite a lot together. You'll see lots of it. So this is all in the surf, and that you can't do anything about it. It's there. Nice big one just here. One's for little ones in amongst it. Of course, as they get further away from you, they're the same size, but they appear smaller. Perspective again, isn't it? You're experts on perspective now, aren't you? I know that. This is a sort of a dark area of beach. So I might just darken that down a bit. Let's close this corner down. Right, I'll leave that for a bit now. And of course, in what you see in the sea area, there's this foam there, but you also see waves which are dark in colour. And they'll depict themselves like that. This sort of thing you'll get as it comes into the shore. Get a line of a wave coming towards you. And of course there'll be another one behind it, there always is. Get another one just turning up. So I can make that a bit calmer. Too much liquid. Like that. You'll not see a lot behind there because it's too far away, if you like. But we can show the sea again, I suppose, by putting that in there. There's a second growing there. And there's a little thing on the end of it which sticks up. And usually, I'm saying usually, I've seen it many times, on the top of this post here sits a cormorant, drying its wings, I suppose. Whatever it's doing now, it does it. And I want to put one or two suggestions of whether the water is sort of coming in like this. Too. There's the waves. This is all water, this, and it gets the colour of the sky, and it picks it up. And of course, as the light is behind it, you get dark areas of the small ripples of waves coming in. And of course, it's in amongst these rocks as well. You know, I go down there sometimes. I love just to sit and watch the sea. It's beautiful. It is, and it's ever changing. The moods. A bit more one breaking across here like that. I'm getting to the stage where you should take the brush off me. I'm fiddling. I took one or two more stones in it down here. Little ones. I'm not going to put a person in this because I like its loneliness. That's what I like about it. It's an evening sky, but it's got loneliness as well, which is nice. It's the sun that's catching that there, that glowing that bit there, very nice, and they're catching these colours from down here, from the sky into this bit, and get the foam just in amongst that lot there. And I could start putting details of lights in here because there's people happening. There's some lights in here, but you know, I could be fiddling, couldn't I? Do I need a gull? I might say. Do you want a gull? I'll put you a gull in if you like. Just a lonely gull looking for its last meal, or its last meal of the day anyway. See how we go. So we'll just I put this. The gull's got to be strategically placed. When you're doing things, it's got to be on the. So I'll put them. If I put them about there, that's a focal point. So that'll set it against. Let's slip this gull in just here. I said, don't get busy with it. It's just a distant gull or a Spitfire. It's coming in towards the coast anyway. And I think if when I start looking for things to do, that's the time to put the brush down, because you start fiddling and then you get all wrong, and then you overwork it and you think, what the heck have I done with that? So anyway, folks, that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed painting it, and if you did, give us a like and a subscribe and join our crowd. There's lots of us now, some lovely people I've met through subscribing and that, and we hope to do more and more. So if any questions, pop them down below and we'll sort it out. Many thanks for watching. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.